Hello, Pleasant Valley Middle Schoolers. Mr. Ramos here, and today we're talking about jumping forward, or a standing broad jump is what we're going to practice today. And we're going to do it in a few different ways to see which one works best. But before that, we're going to do a warm-up. The warm-up is going to be slightly different than the one we did in the regular up and down jump. And the reason for the slight difference is this. Sometimes when we land a broad jump, one foot lands before the other. We're not doing quite 1 foot jumps yet, but one foot might land before the other. So in the warm-up, we're gonna kind of take that into account, okay? So we're gonna do 3 of each, okay? So first, I'm gonna do 3 of my reach and pull. It's a hip hinge, remember? The action of the hip is a hip hinge. Then I'm going to start kind of favoring one side by getting a stagger stance. So I'm on the toes on one side, flat foot on the other side. I'm going to do both sides 3 times. Again, I don't have to do the whole thing. So again, on the right and on the left, 3 times both sides. Maybe I should do the whole thing. There you go. You can alternate if you want to, or just do all the sides at the same time. So now we're going to do the other one where we go behind us and above us. Behind us and above us. When we do the long jump, we're really going to fling the arms forward more than up. But it's a good warm-up for the shoulder as well. Then we're going to do that one too on one leg, right? Or mostly on one leg by getting that heel up and having the toes down on one side. So again, behind us, above us, 3 times each side. Then I'm just doing 1 or 2, you do 3. Behind us, above us, 3 times each side. Then we still need to work on squatting because we're still going to land on a squatting position. So we're going to do the one where we squat with hands forward today. We're not going to do the one where we touch between the feet. Just squatting hands forward. Squat low, reaching away from your face, and then come up. Squat low, reaching away from your face, and then come up. 3 times each side. But 3 times with 2 legs, and now 3 times each side. So again, we're going to get to on our stagger stance. Heel up, like a kickstand, mostly on my right leg in this case. Squat down and up 3 times. On my right, then switch. Squat down and up 3 times on my left, then switch. Okay? Now finally, we're going to practice those landings. We're going to keep hammering down those landings. So the landing is we reach up and then all of a sudden drop real quick. Reach up, all of a sudden drop real quick. And again, we can start practicing that one side at a time. So not fully, again, one side on the kickstand. You're going to reach up. So both my feet are on their toes right now, but when I drop, only one of my feet is going to go flat. And I lost my balance. Hard to keep balance in this one. And drop real quick. So I'm mostly on my right. Now I'm going to do it on my left. Reach up. On my toes on both sides. And then I'm going to put my weight in the tripod of my left when I drop. Drop real quick. Again, stagger stance, right? This one's not fully on the ground. 3 times each side. Now, remember, muscles are like silly putty. Stretch them quick, they bounce. Stretch them slow, they stay. So, I'm going to attempt 3 different speeds. Okay, 3 different speeds to see which one I get a faster and longer jump from. Back in my more athletic days, I could jump over 9 feet. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do today. But first I'm going to do the bad one, right? In which I'm going to stretch the muscles. So I'll get in this nice jumping position. All the muscles in the back of my body are stretched, but I'm holding it here. I'm holding it here, so I'm not going to get a lot of bounce, right? So I'm going to jump from basically a cold position. See, I'm talking to you to really kill the bounce. And then from there, I'm going to go as hard as I can. Now, notice how I landed. I landed my hands in front of me. That's fine. You can land with your hands behind you too. But nothing is going to touch the ground, right? You're going to land with a squatted position. You're going to stick the landing. Your knees are not going to cave in. Your chest's going to be up. And nothing other than your feet's going to touch the ground. This is not track and field. I don't want you guys falling on your face or falling back, right? Just nice 2-foot landing, knees apart, chest up. That's the only landings I'm going to count. So this one's 5 feet. Okay, so I was able to manage 5 feet without any bounce. Now, I'm going to try it again. This time, I'm going to go back and forth quickly, right, to get some bounce. And I'm going to go. Again, stick the landing. The quieter you land, the better it is. So this time, I got 6 feet 8 inches. So it was a whole, what, 20 inches more from doing that quick bounce, right? It works. Stretching your muscles quick and then letting them go makes you more explosive. Now, I'm going to try something else that we didn't try yesterday in class, which is jumping off a jump. That's called, in fancy sports terms, a plyometric, right? And a plyometric is where you use that bounciness of the muscle, or the stretch shortening cycle, right? The fact that the muscle just, when you yank it, it bounces back. And it uses really effectively because I'm going to jump off a jump. I'm going to do a slight little hop, then jump right out of that one into a long jump. And see if when I do it that way, which is even quicker than when I did before, see if I get a little further. And that just depends on how bouncy I am. So I'm going to step back a little bit. I'm going to go. This is hard. 1, 2. Let me see. No, that wasn't as good. That was 13 inches more. That was 6'3" instead of 6'8" that I did earlier. So some people will get a lot more out of that one. It depends on how naturally bouncy you are versus how strong you are. Stronger people, less bouncy people, like me, I'm more strong than bouncy, get a lot out of the first quick one. The second quick one is more for super bouncy people. And there's fancy terms for all this stuff, but we don't need to know it. Have a great day. I hope that you find this fun. Let's see which one of the 3 variations you can get more distance with. And write that down in the comments for the video log. Bye, guys.